Hello, welcome to the second day of this Christmas devotion series. Like the picture in my background, I hope you are enjoying this festive season and sitting next to a fireplace with your loved ones or that special someone and being cuddling up and cozy, seeing the lights of the Christmas tree, maybe about time to open and exchange some presents, drink some eggnog. Just such a wonderful time of year. But there are many who struggle at this time of year. It's one of those things where if we allow grief to consume our focus, we might risk missing the sacred moments God is placing in front of us today. So allow me to elaborate. We need to acknowledge again that grief does not disappear overnight. In fact, sometimes it's a lifelong process. But gently introduce the idea that if we only focus on grief, we may miss what is unfolding in front of us. So Christmas is happening right now, not just in memory, but in real time with real people. And so, one recent reflection or example for me was the Knoxville Christmas Parade. This was in downtown Knoxville near Market Square. And this was it's been about a month since Matthew, my close friend, died. That's been impacting me, just missing talking to him, knowing that I was going to call him on Christmas. But there are a lot of good things going on around me. So, that's what I've been trying to focus on. And so, my wife and I decided to pick the kids up from school and take them to the downtown to see the Knoxville Christmas Parade. And there's like thousands of people, so it's very busy. But in Market Square, that's kind of where one of the central route goes through, and there's a huge Christmas tree, kind of like the Rockefeller Center, that is lit up, and they have a big ceremony that lights it up, and there are what they call the peppermint trail, and so there's like trees that look like candy canes all throughout the downtown area. You can walk through; it's really pretty. And so like we didn't even realize what the route was. I just had a place in mind to park that wouldn't charge. It was free, and it was a short walk to this area. And I kind of needed a gate area, like a fence, because he's just very energetic, right? So it would be good to have that guard between him and the parade so that he wouldn't run out and want to join in and participate. Not that that might not happen in future years, but so we found this area, we parked and we went to the market square. We were in front of this little pizza shop near the Tennessee Theater side of the street. And we could hear the host announcing the parade. We were there like an hour before. So we definitely claimed our spots right there at the fence that was separating the sidewalk from the street where the parade was going to take place. And so the MCs are like right in front of us. We're right in front of this multi-level, I don't know, this tree that's like 4 or 5 floors high, as big as some of the local office buildings. And the kids haven't eaten, and I'm just like, I have no idea where I'm gonna find them to eat down here randomly. My wife has this gluten-free, this allergy or preferred diet, and so finding her something to eat is also usually a challenge. But there was a pizza place right there that sold pizza by the slice, and I figured, well, we're just standing here, we can drink something and eat pizza while we're waiting on the parade. And so I walked in and ordered a pizza, and it was ready in about 20 minutes. I was blown away, and the kids ate 2 pieces each actually while drinking sweet tea or lemonade. And anyway, we were watching the parade, and it exceeded my expectations. There was police officers and firefighters and their fire engines and local businesses and several different kind of floats that were decorated by different people with festive colors. People in the blow up costumes. So you have like, your traditional Santa Claus, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And then you also have like some of the Christian themed floats, maybe sponsored by churches, and four-wheel drive, huge Jeeps and trucks. And it lasted like over an hour. Like people were handing out candy canes and little crafts and throwing them into the crowd. And the kids absolutely loved it. And I didn't know what to expect. It's Knoxville, Tennessee. This is not Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade in New York City. So I went, wasn't really like having high expectations, but it was really more beautiful and amazing than I expected. And so the kids' joy was pure, it was contagious. And what was really great is that if I had gotten lost in my grief in the moment, this moment could have passed unseen, and I wouldn't have even seen the things to be grateful for that were right in front of me. So dinner was provided. We got an amazing reserve spot, front row, with the guard rail to keep, energetic Jace from participating in the parade. Saw the huge 4, 5 story Christmas tree in front of us. The MCs are over across the street to the right. We hear everything they're saying. They're talking about all the groups and the individuals that are in the parade. And it just clicked. It was in sync, and I didn't plan any of it. It was just like, let's go. We probably need to be there about an hour before to get a parking spot and get a good, spot. And that was just like central route of where the parade was going. So sometimes we have to think that grief wants us to live backward, right? But God invites us to live presently. And the enemy would love for grief to steal our ability to experience today, to have joy today. So God invites us to see, receive, participate, and remember joy again, even in a season of grief. So when I'm thinking about how do I overcome anxiety about tomorrow or this pain or these fears, because grief often pulls us into yesterday's pain or tomorrow's fear when God calls us into today. So Matthew 6:34 says, therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. Then we have to think about God's active presence in our life now. And so John 10:10 says, the thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. I have come so that they may have life and have it to the full. So even in grief, Jesus still offers the full life, right? So full does not mean it's painless. Full does not mean it's easy, but full can mean being present, awake, and alive in the blessings and the stories that are occurring live before our eyes. So Christmas moments are not always loud or dramatic. Sometimes they look like standing under a decorated tree or eating pizza on the sidewalk or watching your children smile at a parade that you didn't know what to expect from. So these small moments are holy ground for me, my family, and my wife so that we enjoy. So in this day 2 devotion, I would invite you to stop once today and ask what moment is happening in front of me right now that I might miss if I stay stuck in grief. So I need to step into that moment intentionally, be there intentionally, pinch my arm to realize here I am. And you could say the same about worry and anxiety and being down. Like all of these feelings and these mixed up emotions can take away from enjoying the moment right now intentionally. So I just want to close and with a prayer focus. I would just ask God to heal anyone that's suffering for what is hurting, to strengthen what feels weak, to notice the strength in the present moment with those that are around you in moments like a parade or moments like Cherokee Caverns, where it's like the Christmas lights and decorating a tree and seeing people in costumes really is what life is abundantly looking like. So we need to open our spiritual eyes to the blessing of today. And that's what I pray for you today. I ask that God would restore the ability to feel joy again without shame and without overriding feelings of grief. So these are some of the thoughts that have been fresh on my mind this Christmas season. And I really hope that you have enjoyed this 2-day series on being present amidst grief and potentially other negative feelings. And if you like the content that you're seeing, and a lot of these videos are actually gaining traction, especially the short clips that I make from them, then please subscribe to my channel. I am trying to create more content, but also to boost the subscriptions so that maybe this will lead to another way I can support my family. So Merry Christmas to all of you. I've enjoyed our chats, and I will see you in the next video.